Welcome back to Say No More Media. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hype the videos. If you want to join the channel membership and if you want to support the channel, go ahead tonight. We're doing a live reaction to Coach JB and Smitty. You know, they always going back and forth about Colorado football. So I had to tap in and do a live reaction. You know, I'll say no more. I'm going to tap in wherever I want to because that's how I get down. Appreciate you being in here. If you want to click the link and join the show, you can do so right here. Yes, sir. I'm going to put the link on there for you. If you want to tap in tonight, go ahead and hit the link. You can be in the dough. Click the link. If you want to join, let me know when you're in the stage. There goes a link right there. Copy the link. Tap in on the show. All right. Without further ado, here we go. Let me see here. Share the screen. How y'all doing tonight? Ain't gonna hold you up. We gonna get straight to it. All right, we're doing a live reaction to Coach JB and Big Smitty. You know, they're always going back and forth. They brought Shaun King on, the ex-NFL quarterback. I think he played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're talking about Colorado football and some headline news. So if it's Colorado, I'm going to tap in. This is, Big Smitty and JB. All right, let's see what it do.
Inevitable.
Huh?
This was inevitable. It was going to happen.
What was going to happen?
Pushback from people that truly love the University of Colorado.
There's way more than you think, Shaun. You know, Shaun, you and I know personal people. There's a lot more out there that haven't come out.
Listen, Smitty. Deion's approach is never going to be embraced by the masses. And when that approach that he took, and I'm not saying right, wrong, and different, that's Prime. Prime is Prime.
We're doing a live reaction to the Coach JB show with Big Smitty. They had Shaun King on here talking about Colorado. I got to tap in and see because Big Smitty and JB be having me weak. I ain't going to hold you. So we're going to do a live reaction. If you want to join the show, click the link, tap in.
Define the masses. Be more specific into that.
People that grew up, that have gone to, or that are emotionally attached to the University of Colorado.
Who are those people for the most part?
Christian Fourier obviously looks like he's one of them. Like Deion's approach when it's not
Chad Brown. There's a lot.
Listen, JB, Deion's approach when it's not followed by elite success is always going to expose itself to real criticism. Dog, he walked in a room.
That's a good point, Shaun. King says there with we know what's coming, right? In the media, Coach Prime has it one way. He's always been the type of look good, play good, feel good, talk it, but you got to back it up. That's the thing. And when you don't, like the season that we just had, what he's basically saying is that we open up the floodgates for the criticism in the media. Now, when it worked, like 2024, when we popped it, we looked good, we played good. When we went out there and put belt, that's the Coach Prime Deion Sanders way right there. So I understand what he's saying right there. That makes sense. You feel me?
Room full of kids that were at the University of Colorado and said, I don't want none of y'all.
That's tough.
I'm bringing my own Louis luggage.
So
listen, Smitty. When that Louis luggage get on campus, boy, goddamn it, and it don't produce, boy, there's a whole lot of energy out there that's been waiting on you to fail. Right, wrong, and different. Right. And so now that he's down, they're gonna kick him.
That's soft to me. Jerome Tang just said a lot of people on my team ain't gonna be there next year. What's the fucking difference?
They fired him, right?
And y'all love that though. Maybe said he loved that type of coach though. So you can't pick and choose when it's okay to say.
All right, so Big Smitty's always taking it for Colorado, bro. You're going to see in this video, Big Smitty is always on Colorado side. You know JB, he has his stance. Shaun King, for the most part, is keeping it real, but they're basically saying it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when Coach Prime do it. Let me know how y'all feel about it. We're going to keep it moving.
Be consistent.
Kansas State in the Great Eight in 2023.
And Colorado won what fucking 8 games or whatever 2 years ago, homie. When prior to that they were fucking what 1-11. It's the road traveled, homie.
What's the overall record of Coach Sanders at Colorado? Bailey, what is it?
It don't matter.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Bailey, what's the?
It don't matter because he's a black coach. Smitty's being racist. Smitty's racist. Smitty's racist.
It's the road travel. Road travel.
Smitty.
I don't know where that be coming from, the way JB and Smitty be talking to each other about. JB says Smitty's going to support Coach Prime no matter what. Smitty be making some valid points too, though. Let me hear. It gets good.
You said on the show, you got Bailey. Smitty, you got
16 and 21 at Colorado. And by the way, his son, he's 16 and 21 at CU, and his son Caleb used to play, and that's what the Prime Sexuals are running with, basically saying, "Oh, he said all this because it's."
Oh, bro was on the show too. I didn't know, bro. From 0 to 60 came on too. This is crazy lineup. Let me see what's going on. Salute to Big Smitty holding it down though.
His son didn't really, pan out there, and he left after Prime's first year. I think there's a lot of truth to what he said.
Hey, Bailey, hold on. They were 8-4 in year one.
No, that was year two. That was year two.
No. They won 3 games.
Let's put it to some context. We were 4-8 in year one after Colorado went 1-12 the previous season. So let's put it in a proper context so we're all understanding. That's why I love doing live reactions, because we can always tap in if they on some other stuff. Now we were 4-8 the first season after Colorado was 1-12 the previous season. And we turned up the national ratings. We beat TCU. We sold out Boulder, all that. So yeah.
Games are 4 games.
We won 4 games in year one, I think.
4-8, then 9-4, and then 3-9 last year.
Okay.
Damn, 9-4. Damn, that's incredible.
Smitty's on record, Shaun. We're going to be clear here.
Incredible
so
year.
We can clear all the chat. So Smitty's on record saying, JB, I know you're not racist, or I wouldn't do a show with you.
Yeah,
I've called you a dumbass 1,000 times on this show. So go.
You ain't never called me a dumbass in my face.
Bruh, their whole dynamic be funny, bro. Let me see.
On the show.
I actually don't remember you calling me a dumbass on the show.
I call you dumb.
Nah, I don't think so. Like, you might have been loosely talking, like very loose and fast, and I checked you immediately on it, and then you like self-corrected yourself.
Never checked me.
You never came on the show and said, "This man, you a dumbass." I've never heard that in my life.
But I said, like, yeah, you're dumb as fuck saying that shit. Like, anyway.
Yeah, but that's different. Context matters.
How am I racist? And so how's Christian racist?
Yeah, those words is crazy.
You don't know Deion. I mean, you homies, right? You told me earlier that you love me, right?
You know, that's been a word that's been tossed around freely. I don't take it personal because I know it doesn't relate to me. But you see on several channels they throw that out there. You know, it would really be valid if I related to that, which I don't. But that is crazy calling somebody that. But it is what it is. You feel me? To each his own. I ain't gonna take it personal. It's just the internet. You feel me? It's YouTube.
Well,
him and Deion not cool. Don't tell somebody who you don't know and come out after their name. I didn't call Shaun out of his name right now, and it's all gonna be all love.
Smitty,
you're racist.
You got to pick when we use the race card. Like any coach that has been in the program for 3
years, the young brother go.
And it's 16 and 21. After the way he walked into the building, he's gonna be open for criticism.
No, I love that take, Shaun. I just have one question. Can you remind me what the record was the year prior to Deion getting there?
All right, Smitty, talk your stuff. If you want to jump on the stream tonight, tap in. I just posted the link. Appreciate y'all being in here. We're doing a live reaction to Coach JB, Shaun King, and Big Smitty. Big Smitty always rocking for Coach Prime Deion Sanders for show. JB has his angle. You know how he feels. And I'm tapping in. We'll see what Shaun King's talking about for sure.
No, I'm asking a question.
You keep going back 4 years.
That's a question.
Hey, it's a prime sexual. Smitty's a prime sexual.
I'm just asking a question.
Hey, Smitty, 16 and 21 after 3 years. And
yeah, like what do we?
They're going to be picked to finish in the bottom half of the Big 12 in year 4.
What was JB's record at you?
Okay, so right there, they said we're 16 and 21 after 3 seasons. And we're going to be picked to finish the bottom of the Big 12 in 2026. Now, that's a way too early prediction. And so bottom of the Big 12 is the team we had last season, correct? We finished second to last in the bottom of the Big 12. I think anybody right now would say that we have a way better team than last season. So bottom of the Big 12 to me is last year's team. Did we upgrade on paper? Absolutely. It doesn't take too much rocket science to see that we upgraded an offensive coordinator. Now we have to see it happen through spring. We have to see our transfer. But the bottom of the Big 12 now, 16 and 21 heading into 2026. We got to come out of this. We got to come out year 4 on a positive record, though. I will be on record saying that. I want to come out of 2026 above 500 during the Coach Prime era for sure. Crazy how they're not giving Prime any grace for being sick. Do you give him grace? Not for sure. I mean, you take on, what's up, Donovan 5? Good to see you in here, bro. You take on the identity of your head coach and your team. And I feel like last season the standard wasn't held and people kind of coasted when Coach Prime wasn't there. It's like, you know what a perfect example is? It's like when your teacher isn't there and the substitute's there. What do everybody do? They wild out, right? Perfect example. It's like when your substitute teacher is there and the head teacher's in there. What do we be doing in class when the substitute's there? Oh, we finna act up. That's what happened last season to me personally. Now, when you hire somebody like Brendan Marion, who's a head coach, who knows how to, absolutely hold a team accountable and brings his own offense now. So, yeah, I think him not being there, I think we're going to see the difference with him actually being around and being present. And what you just seen when Deion Sanders Jr. came out and said is like it's a no tolerance this season. Like anything that hints to last season being lazy, being last, not overworking, he zero tolerance. So I think that's going to elevate the competition in 2026. That was a great point. Cam Duncan, what up, bro? How about you bring up the coach who won a natty at CU? What was his record? His third year hit. Coach Prime has a better 3-year start than Coach McCartney. Cam Duncan in here dropping it for sure. Duncan, good to see you in here, bro. Willie G 100. What's up, Willie G? Yeah, so you know me, bro. I'll listen to every people's channel. I'll get their perspective on it. I don't really take a lot of this stuff personal, but if it's Colorado football, I like to see what the sentiment is out there, what people are talking about. Different channels there's a divide between Colorado. There's all kind of stuff going on. So I like to stay tapped in and see what everybody's talking about. So salute to JB Show and Smitty. Smitty is always riding for Coach Prime Deion Sanders for sure. He definitely is a skull buffs. JB has his own angle, seeing what Shaun King's talking about. If you want to tap in, click the link and join in. We're gonna keep it lit.
Indy
winning
his last year.
And I got the only bowl win.
What was JB's record his last year? Can we look that up real quick?
2-8.
Thank
or
you.
3-7. I don't know.
So were you a shitty coach? No, you wasn't. Contracts fucking
matter.
I
was.
Stop,
I was.
Stop.
What do you mean? And no, Smitty. No, I'm not. I've already said it on the show. I've said it.
Difference between that year before?
I'm defined by my last year according to all the fucking nobodies, am I not?
But I'm asking you, fuck the nobody. I'm asking you as the coach. What was the difference about you, the 2-8 season versus the year before that? What was the difference? What did you do differently?
Netflix.
What did you do differently though? Nothing. Exactly.
There's definitely differences.
My case closed.
Who you think got a point right there, Big Smitty or JB? Who you think has a point right there? Basically, are you defined by the last season of your coaching? So, we had a 9-4 record, and then we just went to 3-9 last season. So, does that make us a 3-9 team for like when you think of Colorado? Are we considered a 3-9 team, or overall are you saying, hey, they had a down season, but they just went to a bowl game the year before? Or do we roll with we're 3-9? Let me know in the chat how y'all feel about that. Appreciate y'all being in here too. If you can hit the thumbs up, just a late night Sunday episode. I usually go Monday through Friday, but I love what I do. So, there we go. All right, appreciate it.
Definitely differences, homie.
I won.
I'm not saying I agree with Fourier, but I'm saying after 3 years at a university, if you're 16-21 overall, no bowl wins, all coaches gonna be criticized generally at that point, especially when your next year's team is projected to be bottom half of the league.
I understand where Shaun King is coming from. When he says when you are 16-21, it doesn't matter who you are, Coach Prime, US Kurt Signetti, it doesn't matter. If you have a losing record, you do. And people who take their emotions out of it, who are just going to look at the record as a coach, they are going to judge the program and the record by the coach. I get what he's saying. If I'm just taking, that Colorado's my favorite football team, if I just tapped into Montana State University and I said, okay, this head coach joined this year, and I look at the record, some people would just look at the record and be like, oh, man, they're not having a good season. But if you take into context after what happened last season, him not being around, him being sick, then yeah, you're going to give grace and you're going to understand it. But I'm talking about somebody who just doesn't glance at it and doesn't really just look into what happened, but just straight up, that's what happened. And yeah, that's how you're going to feel. When people talk about CU last year, they're going 3-9, seem to miss or overlook the idea that Coach Prime was sick. Yeah, that kind of just what I alluded to. Great point, Duncan. I think you're defined by your last 2 seasons. How you respond is very telling. Absolutely. That's a great point, Donovan 5. Look, whatever happened last season, we owning that. Like right now, we're owning that. Right now, what we got to do in 2026, we got to correct the issues from last season. I don't want to hear nothing going into 2026, though. My team or not. We got to fix it because everybody else around the nation is fixing it too. You bring in some genius recruiters. You make some great moves on your coaching staff. You get guys out of there who really weren't built for this program. You bring in guys who are built for the program. That's a great point, Donovan. You got to prove you better on the field. Absolutely, boss game. So, hey, football is played on the field, not in the headlines, not in the – what you do on the field is what makes the headlines. Man, that was a bar. What you do on the field makes the headline. So if we want this narrative to change in 2026, we got to bring that big leather belt back out and start handing it to everybody in the Big 12, starting with Georgia Tech. Great point, Box Game. Great point. If you ignore the context, yes, absolutely, Donovan 5 for sure. Tariq, what's good, bro? I think JB is disgusting, complete race, and I can't wait to start my channel and scream. Hey, do your dance, brother. I ain't mad at you. Run, tell that. Salute. Hey, what's up, brother? For sure. All right, we're doing a live reaction to the JB show and Big Smitty. Big Smitty be holding it down for Colorado. Salute to Smitty. JB has his own approach. Salute to JB. Shaun King, we're going to keep it moving.
Here's the issue. I won a title. Has Deion won a title yet?
No, he won 9 games, though.
But that don't matter. I don't give a fuck. Did they win a title? Do they have even a division championship? Do they even have a conference title yet?
Not yet. He has a ton of pressure on this next season. I agree.
Well, not the next season.
He can prove Christian Foria and all his critics wrong.
He can.
By going out and righting the ship.
Yep.
Being extremely successful, and they'll have to eat crow. But
I can hear in your tone, and I can see it in Belly's facial expression behind the scenes. Y'all don't believe in him.
Big Smitty be holding it down for Colorado. Salute to Big Smitty, bruh. Smitty be holding it. I think they won a title at Jackson State. I don't believe so. I think they got to the championship game, right? Question for the chat. Do you believe you have to win a Big 12 title to be successful, or is an above 500 and a bowl game? See, here's my thing, and this is where I'm going to be real. What the standard is, what Coach Prime said, is Big 12 championship, making the college football playoffs. That's the standard every year. Bucky Deion Sanders Jr. just came on Duke the Scoop earlier and talked about how that's the standard for them, basically. Like, they said that Colorado standard, Coach Prime Deion Sanders, and them standard is more than our standard, than what we have. So to say that they're content with just a bowl game, nah, they do want to win a Big 12 conference championship. I think that is the standard. And hearing Deion Sanders Jr. coming out on Duke the Scoop, salute to Duke the Scoop, and actually stating that whatever our standard is like fans and supporters, Coach Prime standard, you're talking about somebody who won Super Bowl, somebody who's been on that stage before. So I do believe like the standard is a Big 12 title in a national in a spot in the playoffs. And I think anything under that, if you are striving for greatness, you would consider that as you underachieved. If you're holding yourself to that standard, well, I believe Coach Prime does. And Deion Sanders Jr. came out and said, too, they hold themselves to a higher standard than us, even the fans and supporters do. So, dude, coach in junior college, homeboy couldn't hold Coach Prime's jock strap. Tariq's on demon. Every team's goal is the conference championship, and playoffs is not different. That's a fact. Yeah, if you start the season with just low expectations, I don't know how you feel you're going to get anywhere. That's a great point, Duncan. If he don't win 8 games this year, CU is a real problem. Yeah, to me, it's a complete reset. It almost feels like the year when he came in on 2022, when he completely had to just reset the roster. So expectations from last year's team, what we have different is that we brought in the Brendan Marion as far as like recruiting. We got rid of our recruiter in Phillips. He went to Marion. Not just, so it feels like what he's doing is going to be different. But yeah, 8 games this season. Yeah. Absolutely appreciate that. Common Sense Bumps is in the building. What up, Common Sense Bumps? What's good, fam? Jackson State won back-to-back SWAC championship titles. Talk it, Donovan 5, for sure. Respect, brother. Yes, sir. For CU this year, after the year they had a successful season, is at least 6 wins with a bowl and a bowl appearance. For CU this year, after they had a successful season, is at least 6 wins with a bowl win. Yeah, I mean, if you ask the recruits this year, they like, Coach, they got us messed up. So that's why it takes me back to that transfer portal class and what they signed up for. Like a lot of these guys, they chose Colorado. Colorado offered them, but Coach Prime just told them, hey, I'm looking, to change this program around. I'm looking. I think 6 wins is as far as like reality If we get to 6 wins, I'm going to be juiced. I'm not going to hold you. But I really feel like the guys that they brought in, standard-wise, competitive-wise, what the mission is Big 12 title. Now, we're in a tough Big 12 conference, but I hear you, Cam Duncan, for sure. Run till that series, Big 12 title, for sure. Appreciate everybody being in here. We're doing a live reaction to the Coach JB show with Big Smitty. JB, they got Shaun King on. They're pretty straightforward. JB, is more of the no excuses coaching angle. Smitty, more of a Deion Sanders supporter. Shaun King seems more of a like JB's viewership a little bit, but he's more just like straight to the point football. You feel me? Appreciate everybody being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up. Also, the link is in the in the chat. If you want to join in, tap in.
We don't believe in him.
You're speaking it with the tone of you already think you're not coming from a neutral standpoint. You coming in with he ain't gonna.
Why?
But I never believed in him, and I've been that way. I like Deion. I like him as a player and shit, but he never.
You a black man, Shaun King, disappointed in you because when Ryan Clark was saying shit, you defend Ryan Clark. But soon as Deion do something, you don't defend Deion. No.
Smitty, can you ask why?
You talking to him or me?
Why?
Shaun.
Ask me why, Smitty.
Yeah.
Why, Shaun?
Because you could send Nuke Rockne to Colorado. And if he takes the approach Deion takes, that I'm going to redo the roster every year, they don't got enough resources or money to win with that kind of setup. They're not going to be able to get enough good players.
Shaun King, right there, just to freeze it right there, right? Let me see. Lil Smitty has CTE. We don't take his opinion seriously. What Shaun King just said is very important because to me, if you were on my lives before, then you remember me saying this. Last year's team was like the last of like bringing over the Jackson State guys, the guys who would play for Colorado on a pay cut, the guys who were on that mission for Coach Prime when he was doing transferring over from Jackson State, taking Travis Hunter, flipping him from Florida State to Jackson State, coming over, bringing his whole team from a SWAC conference, getting them over to a Power 4 conference, having a successful team and placing players in the NFL, letting Travis Hunter play 2 ways. The storylines that Coach Prime did, he's just been checking the boxes of stuff you said he couldn't do, right? Now, when that group has passed on, when that Shador is gone, that Travis is gone, that Shiloh, Silman Craig, the Jeremiah Browns, the guys that came over, that was coming over for Prime, like in the beginning. Now, when you get whole new transfer portal class guys who you're just meeting for the first time, you got no history with them. It's business first. You meeting their agent sometimes before you even meet the player. So last year, so I understand when he said what Shaun King said with that approach. You got to really score on the portal. You can't afford to have guys. Now, when you score in the portal, let's be real. When you sign 50 to 60 portal players, if 40 of them pan out, you had a successful portal. If 35 of them, not all 60 are going to pan out. We're going to keep it real. I don't say no more, bro. Like, everybody we got in the portal is not going to transition to a Power 4. It just like you just go back and look at the stats. Not only Colorado, every football team doesn't have 100% check rate of everybody transfers in the portal, right? So I get it. When you reset every year, it is like you're banking on the portal. You're relying on the portal. Now, when you're building underclassmen and they actually stay and they build with us the next year over and over, but that didn't happen for us this past season. Everybody did. Like our young, talented guys hit the portal on us. So I get what you're saying. Now we're going off of like these dudes got to actually produce. Another factor people don't account for last year as well is that last year was Deion's first ever year not coaching his sons. Yeah, I understand that. I can see that. Who is that? Isaiah Hards, put his arm around him, walked him down the sideline. But at the end of the day, this is still college football. This is they paid players a lot of money last season. I just feel like this season they made the necessary adjustment. That's a great point, Cam Duncan. JB is a hater. Yes, sir. CU needs to stop thinking NFL and Big 12 championship, worry about develop players and get good coaches. Yeah, whatever transitions over to a W, I'm with that, bro. You ain't going to develop players in college box game, not in today's college football, maybe years ago without the portal, but now. I mean, you should be developing freshmen and sophomores, but if you're going the Kirk Cignetti approach to win championships, you're looking for 24, 25, 26-year-old guys. You expected them to already be developed by the time they get to you. I would hope so. Or why are you going after them? Why am I going after somebody in the portal who I need to develop? What I'm going after is guys who fit my scheme. I'm going after guys who run great press coverage because I'm going to be a press man team. I'm not looking for guys that I got to develop. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a great point, though. I think guys, freshmen and sophomores, they should need development. I think if you come over as a fifth year senior, junior, I think at a certain point, there's some things you should tweak. But if you can ball, you can ball. I mean, a lot of guys, there's only so much you're going to show them in technique. It's all about what you do on the field. I mean, at a certain point, you can only show me how to jab, how to release. You can only show me so much. And eventually, at some point, you got to have that dog in you. You got that dog in you or you don't. Big belt, Colorado versus everybody. Say less, Willie G. You already know what time it is. I can't wait for the live shows during the game. We going to be in here kicking it. I can't wait to have everybody on the screen, bro. Big watch parties, bro. We lit. Pull up something, we Gucci. React to the Jason Whitlock show and see what he's. I'm never reacting to Jason Whitlock. I swear I draw the line, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I have some type of, no disrespect to ex Black Reaper for sure, but I ain't got nothing bad to say about Jason Whitlock, but sometimes it just be a little too overly for me, bro. No disrespect to him, no, but I'm good. Jason Whitlock is even worse. Yeah, I'm cool. Not to be like that, but I'm Gucci. I get to some point where it's just like, all right, bro. That's just yeah, no disrespect to bro. It just I'm cool on going that route. I'm Gucci. Box game, have you not caught up? There did, and what are they doing? Who want to jump? Hey, come on here and talk. What's up? Click the link, bro. What we doing? If you want to jump on the show tonight, you got StreamYard. Click the link. Prime must have kicked Whitlock several times or embarrassing. Man, yeah, nah, it's wicked. I get it. I'm all with having constructive criticism and you saying something about people. But if your whole thing is, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Salute to Whitlock, bro. They literally have 9 months to develop before the season. Yeah, you should. 9 months is not enough time to develop anybody. What do we mean by develop? Like, can we clarify what develop means? What are you telling me? Like, you're trying to show corners how to backpedal. You're trying to show corners how to get in and out of their break. Are we talking about more film? You're trying to teach the quarterback how to read cover 2 versus man, zone coverage. What do we mean by develop? If somebody can tap in with me on the chat, or if you want to come on here and tell me what you mean by develop, so we can get to the bottom of it. Like, what do you mean exactly by develop? Like, are you telling me like somebody you recruited doesn't know how to backpedal, so we're showing them how to backpedal correctly, how to T-step versus backpedal? Like, are we teaching receivers how to actually stock block? Like, what do you mean by develop? Let me know. They still have to prove from coaching. Another program have coaches with 8+ years. Prime gets these 1 year, no year coaching experience. That's because he cheap to pay money. Ain't he paying Livingston getting cheese? His defense was hoot last season. He getting paid. He one of the top paid assistant coaches in college football, bro. I think Livingston made more money than a lot of college footballs in all of college football. His salary is bananas, and his defense was pissed last year. Nobody is developed in college because they have to still develop when they get to the NFL. I heard somebody recently say, like, in the NFL, they're trying to find starters in the NFL. Like, they cutting people more so if you ain't holding it up. Teaching them skills, read coverage, drills, etc. For sure. Absolutely. If you're just coming out of high school, I would say you would need to get acclimated to college. You're going to have some good high school coaches who taught you one way, and you might get to a university where they're teaching you a certain way. I could see that. But if you're a junior or a senior or over graduate, your 5th, 6th year, they're looking at your tape and saying, boy, we need you to perform on Sundays. I ain't really need your development. I need you to come put belt to ass on. I need that. I need, when I'm going after, these guys in the portal, these high graded people who know they're going to get paid, there's not a development you need. You need them to come put belt in your system. I mean, if you let me know how y'all feel about in the chat, I need them to come over and put belt. We know what you could do. Every program has the same amount of time. Quit the excuses, for sure. Some teams have more resources than others, so they develop differently. All right, we got Run Tell That in the building. All right.
Salute, my brother. I hope this is fine for me to be here without showing my face. Man, I've been keeping up with your content since I first ran into it. I'm subscribed, supporter of what you do, man. Love what you're doing. So I just wanted to get that out, get that off into the atmosphere. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what it do. You know what we do. Subscribe, like, and share this content. This brother working hard at it. He putting in that work, so give him some love. Show him some love.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, bro. How long you been a CU fan?
Man, so I've been with Prime since Jackson State. So I come over with the Jackson State partners.
Okay.
Yeah,
Say that. So how do you
yeah.
what do you feel is the biggest need for us heading into 2026? Where do you see we can where we can where do you see is the biggest pickup we had in 2026 that's going to allow us to have a better season than last season?
The OC coach.
Brendan Marion.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's a lot of everybody's answer. So salute to Coach Prime for that pickup, man.
You don't know how you may know, but I'm just wanting to. I'm finna see my channel. We deal with throwing gas, what I call throwing gas onto the fire. We gonna throw that extra on that. Having Marion on as the OC, it's gonna cause a lot of players to eat and stay motivated.
Okay, that's a great point. Now, when I'm looking at the hiring of Brendan Marion, right, and I'm seeing where Coach Prime is, it's his fourth season. He got Carucci, you know what I'm saying? He got grandkids now. All I see is the next one that might be stepping in to be the head coach of Colorado. How you feel about Brendan Marion looking like possibly being the successor to Coach Prime when he however long Coach Prime has left at Colorado?
I would rock with that.
For sure.
Coach Prime took today to say he for whatever reason he leaving and Colorado make the choice of bringing Marion over to being the coach. I'll rock with him.
For sure. Absolutely. You can see the cowboy hats and everything that he's rocking already. He looked like he fits the profile anyways right now.
It ain't so much his look, it's so much his testimony. He's still hungry. You can hear it in his voice, in his tone, his attitude towards how he thinks about life and family. Especially when it comes from dealing with the Black community. I'm not trying to make this no racial thing. I'm just saying, we want to promote Black healthy and goodness instead of just always a negative vibe about Blacks images, especially Black men. So that's why I rocks with Prime.
All right, salute. So what I like to do on my channel is I like to I'm gonna play the video. You now are gonna host it. You now are gonna be the one who reacts to the video. So I'm gonna play about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then when I come on, I'm gonna let you react to the chat and tell them what's going on, but by what you see on the video. Sound good?
Sound good. Let's get it.
All right, bet.
So they win 9-10 games next year. What you gonna say?
I would say he deserves to be coach of the year in the Big 12, potentially national coach of the year.
I'm calling it right now. 9-3 regular season.
You know what kind? No, you said 10 games. You know what kind?
I said 9 or 10.
9. Let's do this. Let's make a side bet. A box of cigars. You've got 9 and over. I've got everything under 9.
Smitty don't smoke.
If my quarterback gets hurt, it's off. Can we do that? Is that fair?
Horrible bet with Smitty. You have to bet Smitty like something else. Like WNBA tickets. Bet them.
That's actually a good bet, actually.
All right, WNBA tickets for you, box of cigars for me. I got 8 and under. You got 9 and up.
Can I get 2 tickets though, just so I can take my girl with me?
Matter of fact, every game over 9 adds 2 tickets.
All right, that's a great point right there. What do you see the record is realistically on Say No More? Pride myself on just keeping it real. Where do you see, honestly, realistic record in your opinion? Just as a way too early prediction, but where do you see them finishing overall record?
On paper, I got 8. On paper.
On paper, you got 8?
I got 8 on paper. But not watching, being premature about it. I got 8, 9 at the most, just on paper.
For sure. Sounds good. All right, Run Tell That. I appreciate you, brother. I got Don in the building. I'm gonna get back to you in a second. I appreciate it. I'm gonna bring the next guest on.
What's going on?
What's up, Don? What's good, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
One
yes,
moment,
bro. Can you hear me? All right, Dom. Let me know when you get it together. I'm gonna bring you back on.
Hear me
Let
now?
me get back. I can hear you, bro.
What in the world?
All right, I'm gonna bring back Don on in a minute. He might be having some technical difficulties, but back in the chat, that literally happens at every school, even the big boys like Ohio State and Oregon, because they still bring in players from the portal as well, so they can't develop freshmen either, for sure. Common sense. 8 wins is the minimum. 10 wins and a Big 12 title is what the program needs. Absolutely. That will literally catapult us into the playoffs. I'm trying to get to the playoffs next season. Great point, Common sense. Okay, I'm saying freshmen leave faster because they not being developed or not playing. All right, Don, I'm gonna bring you back on stage, brother. Dom, you good? Can you
hear me now?
I've been hearing you, bro.
All right, we all good. Here we go. What's going
All right,
on?
welcome. Where are you tapping in from?
From Texas, Austin, Texas.
Hey, salute to Austin, Texas. How long you been rocking with Colorado?
I've been rocking with Colorado since the beginning. I was watching Coach Prime's program near the tail end of Jackson State. So I've been tapped in. I've been seeing the ups and downs and all that.
For sure. All right, how you feel about last season, and what did you see last season was the biggest? What do you feel like we can improve on the most from last season?
Yeah, the last season, I think people have to understand that Coach Prime was out during the most important time in the offseason. That's where you're building that culture. That's where you are instilling those principles. That's where you're reinforcing that message. Like you see right now on like Well Off Media, like he's having those small group meetings with the receivers and all that stuff and really tapping into their mindset and all that. He wasn't able to do that last year. But I do think that last year there were some operational issues, there were some talent evaluation issues, and I think that our coaching staff wasn't as elite as it is now. Right. So I
Right.
don't think that they would have had an amazing last season if Coach Prime was healthy and everything. But I do think that the improvements that they made this year, such as changing the recruiting philosophy, changing out the older offensive coordinator to for a young one, a young prodigy that really has his own philosophy and is constantly learning as a player's coach. Like for explosive, I think that fits Prime's his image. You know what I'm saying? Like a really young, fast, smart prodigy, right? So I think that that's really good. I do think that the defensive coordinator Robert Livingston, this is a big prove it year. I think this is his best defense of personnel that he has ever had. Right. So
Absolutely.
he's going to be able to put his pieces together. I think he may had to limit the way he had to do his defense last year because he didn't have the pieces such as the defensive line, the linebackers, the cornerbacks, but now he has everything now. So now it's time for him to do his thing. And lastly, I think the big proof of year is for Juju, right? So, we know he's very talented, but now he's like the final piece for this thing to really work, right? So if he's elite, if he's a playmaker, if he's, that one with all those receivers, all the O line, all everything, the new coaches, I think this will be a very, very great season.
All right, for sure. All right, I'm gonna let you react to some of these questions in the chat. So Cam Dunston says, I actually think the 3-9 season was a blessing in disguise because it really showed what they needed to change and what Coach Prime needs to work out. If CU won a bowl game last year, maybe Marion. All right, well, that was pretty self-explanatory right there. What do you feel about this transfer portal class and what the difference is between this year's team and last year's team?
Yeah, I think that last year's transfer portal class, you had the people who were big names in the portal. The big name that comes out is like Otis, right?
Right.
I think last year we had those big names come in. I think that there wasn't a strategic recruiting philosophy that as it is now, right? We're looking at production, we're looking at film, where we really are critical in having those one-on-ones with those recruits before they commit. Like, are you a leader in your team? Okay, you have all these great stats, you do all these different things, but what's your mindset, right?
Right.
And what does your coach say about you? So I think that upgraded tremendously. So I think that we have great receivers, we have great D-line, we have great cornerbacks. Everybody's proven pretty much. Everybody's proven. So I think everybody said last year was like the best collective team that they ever had. But I think this is truly the best collective team that they ever had. And it's based on real, tangible evaluations.
Absolutely. That's a great point. All right, we see here that Bucky Well Off Media just dropped some fire. We're going to go over to Well Off Media. Just looks like Coach Prime. Looks like LeJohntay Wester might be back in Colorado getting some work in. Salute to LeJohntay Wester. All right, I'm going to play the video, and then I'm going to ask you some questions afterwards. That sound cool?
Sweet. Sounds good.
All right, for sure. Bet.
What's up? Come on, man. How you gonna try to come to town no see?
I've been trying to track you down since I checked down before. I said, you're a hard man to find out here.
For real?
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
All the
man.
rest of y'all are knocked off.
What's up, baby?
I got you. I see you.
Yeah.
I've been checking on you all year. Would have been keeping me on point.
Yeah. You know, he with the Giants.
I know you go.
I just got on the phone with him this morning.
This is a good brother, ain't he?
Yeah. How you been?
I've been great. Trying to find you and Jimmy and Trav.
All right, I think that's a great point to stop it right there. He said, trying to find you, Jimmy, and Trav. We all know LeJohntay Wester took that punt return to the house versus the Indianapolis Colts, 87 yards. Coach Prime put him on stage in the meeting and just told everybody, you got to be ready for your opportunity, ready for your moment. It's about what do you do with your moment. We see LeJohntay Wester. Hey, when LeJohntay Wester last season, my favorite wide receiver in college football last season, bro. But seeing what happened with him, he didn't get invited to the NFL Combine, right? He was a late add to the Shrine Bowl. Him and Jimmy went out there and cooked at the Shrine Bowl last season. LeJohntay Wester earned himself a spot at the NFL Combine, ended up running at 4.47. Surprisingly, he ran just as fast as Jimmy Horn Jr., even though Jimmy Horn Jr. had like a little limp at the Combine. I still don't think we've seen the fastest Jimmy Horn Jr., but LeJohntay Wester ran a laser 4.47. Follow that up at the Colorado football pro day. Didn't run as fast. I think he ran like a 4.5, 4.6, but that didn't really matter. He already ran a 4.47 at the NFL Combine. Who do you feel, number one, I always like to stir the pot here. Do you feel like this receiving core, our slot receivers, let's say Scudero, Perry, and Scudero and Perry are better than LeJohntay and Jimmy? You on the spot, Don?
Yeah, that's a good question right there. That's a good question.
Yeah.
In terms of outright skill and what they've done in the past, because I think LeJohntay had his breakout year, but he wasn't wide receiver one, right? You had Travis there and everything that was taken from the production numbers, of course. But I think they've all were really good that year they were here. But this year, Dan Scudero, I mean, the person that was number one in the country with the receiving yards and had a tremendous amount of production, and Cam Perry, who's known in the whole football culture as being a dog, a person with great hands. Man, I think that those two right there, compared to LeJohntay and oh boy, I think they're better.
I can't hear what you said.
I think they're better skill. I think they're better skill wise, and like they have the experience, and like they really are like they're really really good. But when I tell you LeJohntay and blank on his name, LeJohntay and Jimmy Horn, they had that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
They had that dog in them. Okay. I don't know. I'm still learning about Danny and Perry, but they look really good though.
I think with that, all great points, bro. I think with that is the difference with this is going to be in the numbers. Like, we're really going to run the ball this year. Brendan Marion's offense is a run-based offense. So I really believe having Shador and the offense, Shador was going to spin it, so the targets are going to be there. And Jimmy Horn Jr., if he doesn't, after the North Dakota State game, if he doesn't get injured, we don't know what type of season he has based off of what he was doing, right? LeJohntay Wester, it took LeJohntay Wester a little bit of time to get acclimated because, look at the target share. You have Travis, he's going for his Heisman campaign. Will Shepard, another coming over from Vanderbilt, NFL grade. LeJohntay, but I'm going to say Scudero, very well-rounded wide receiver, and the same thing as LeJohntay Wester coming over from that FCS level is that they both were number ones on their team, and so I think Scudero is going to be very good. Cam Perry as well. They're different type of wide receivers though. Like to your point, LeJohntay Wester, probably plays more similar to Cam Perry. But Cam Perry is just like, he can play outside as well as far as like going up, making contested catches. So even though Cam Perry is smaller, Scudero and Perry are probably a little bit tad like smaller on like height wise than Jimmy. I think they might be the same height as Jimmy. LeJounte might get like 5'10", 5'11", but that's a great point. Common Sense Buff, I did a 1 hour live comparing the two rooms and I gave 2024 the slide. Yeah, I was in there for that for sure. Yeah, I was like, 2024 had the, because of Travis. We got, Travis for sure. Will Shepherd for sure too. Will Shepherd could have carried that team in 2024 too, because he was open a lot because they were doubling Travis. So Will Shepherd had a lot of one-on-ones. He was just open. It was just like, at some point, it's like when you have that much, sometimes having that much talent on the field too, it's just like, who do I feed this game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could go anywhere. So great points there. But now you seen Coach Prime saying he's looking for the next LeJounte. What do you think he meant by that?
I think he's looking for someone who's willing to step up and make that play. The person that's willing to lead the team, the person that's willing to go up against anybody, that dog mindset, the person that's like, they ain't scared of nothing. Like that Boo Carter mindset, right? That Boo Carter mindset. So I think that they're looking for that dog, the person with that crazy work ethic, and when the time comes, they execute. And you can look at that Baylor game, that Hail Mary catch. That's someone, that's a dog. That's someone that executes. That's someone that ain't scared of the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to this season and the go-go offense, are you okay with the Buffaloes running the ball this year, controlling the clock, and us winning games? Or do you feel like Colorado has had such a wide receiver university spinning it that we have to throw the ball? For me personally, I don't care if we run the ball 38 to 40 times this season and we win and our receivers just buy in and we're winning. So if I think with Brendan Marion, if we're running the ball on the team and it's actually successful, why are we going to start throwing the ball just to feed people's, just to make people happy? Are you okay with the Buffs just running the ball this season? You there? Hello. All right, look like we might have lost Don. That's the question for the chat. Are y'all good with us just running the ball this season if we have to just run the ball, or do you think we need to be more of a balanced offense in 2026? Appreciate everybody being in here. If you can hit the like button. We just came on here tonight. Just want to tap in on a Sunday. I seen Well Off Media have put out a video. We got LeJounte Wester back in Boulder, one of my favorite receivers last season, bro. LeJounte, bruh. I covered LeJounte so tough last season, and the difference this year, I'm not going to hold you, is going into this Colorado Pro Day. It feels so different because we ain't got nobody in the combine. We didn't have nobody at the Shrine Bowl, nobody at the Senior Bowl. It was really, it's bone dry. But the NFL Combine starting this week, so I'm looking forward to covering the Combine with us this week. We're going to be covering the Combine all week. Starts Wednesday or Thursday. Even though we got nobody from Colorado in there, I think that's a good place to cover. Let's get in the chat here. Let me see. Great chatting. Had a call. Hey, it's all good, Donovan, for sure, brother. Run the ball. Haven't seen the confidence to run on 4th and 1 with a deep. Bro, thank you, Clint Moses, bro. Thank you. 4th and 1. We didn't get 4th and 1 last season, bro. That was crazy. Nah, come out, run the ball until they stop us. Come out and run the ball until they stop us, bro. I don't care what we got to do. And that's the great thing about Brendan Marion and his offense is that the offense, the run game creates everything. We're going to get back in here and see what's up with LeJounte Wester and Coach Prime Deion Sanders. All right, let's see. Appreciate you guys being in here. The link is up if you want to join it. You want to come on stage, let me know something. Say no more.
Okay, we got some dudes, though. We got something that want it like that. I wish you got to come when we work it. Yeah. I've been bragging about how you work, your attitude between the lines. I want them to see it, man.
It's different.
Yeah. But I want them to see it. One thing to see it out here, I'm breathing hard because I just get working out. One thing for them to see it out here, but I want you to practice with it one day.
Just let me know. I'll fly right back out here.
Yeah, so they can see right back out here. I want them to see how you get down.
That boy LeJounte done put on some weight in the NFL, boy. You see LeJounte right now, that boy filled down. Pause. 60-40 run pass ratio is typical for the go-go offense. Yes, sir. Appreciate that common sense for sure. Play the clip in 1 minute long. All right.
Saturday, I told Grown I need Grown to come.
Yeah.
Bad.
I was just on the phone with him before I got down there. I'm like,
We just got to go with it.
let me know when you come back out there. I'm with it.
They believe in you. So don't look at yourself as nobody. Look at yourself as, I got to get it together. I got to get ready.
The Chevy Equinox.
All right. Cool there. All right, I'm going to get back in the chat here. It says, I also don't think Marion had the passing attack options that he has at CU for any other years for this offense. Oh, no, for sure, brother. Like, he has been upgraded. Like, Marion has been upgraded, bro. It's like giving Iron Man a upgraded. It's like giving Iron Man an upgraded mock. You know how Iron Man upgraded his suit every year. That's how I feel about Coach Marion. And he had his pick in the portal too. Like you could tell Coach Prime said, "This is you, dog. Like bring over your guys." Like because look at the difference between last season. Last season you could just see in the type of wide receivers that Marion brought over. That ain't Coach Prime. I know Coach Prime is coming out saying, "Hey, I had a hands and all of that," but that was Marion saying, "Hey, this is who I need. I want Scudero. I want Perry. I want Ernest Campbell. I want guys who are quicker, faster, quick twitch, who can get open for Juju." He knows because he played wide receiver. Brennan Marion was the goal ball guy. He was these guys, these 20-yard per catch guys, the Cam Perry, the Ernest Campbell. So he knows what a quick, fast guy will do for somebody like Julian Lewis. No disrespect to last year's receiving core, but Omarion Miller ain't a burner. Sincere Brown is a burner, but he's fast, not quick. You know what I'm saying? He's straight line speed fast. Joseph Williams was our slot receiver last season. No disrespect to JoJo. He got the job done, but boy, Scudero's going to be able to do things between 1 to 12 yards that if you just go back and watch his tape, he's going to be able to cook. Cam Perry can float. You can put Cam Perry anywhere, honestly. I'm looking forward to Quentin Gibson taking the next step. Hakeem Williams, yeah, bro. It's to answer your question, it's so many. And what did Coach Marion say? Everybody's gonna get opportunity. Is what you do with that opportunity, for sure. Iron Man. Oh yeah, you like that comparison, bro? For sure, for sure. Yes, sir. We just seen Coach Prime talking to, I think that was Sweetney, the third string quarterback, or whatever he is on the depth chart, basically telling him he's a starter. Like he wants him to compete, push Julian Lewis. You don't know what.
So, I got to get it together. I got to get right.
This is the first loose piece of trash that I've ever seen on this campus. And I've been here for a minute. Come on, sweetie.
Good. Nice to meet you too. Where you from?
I'm from India.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Carucci got Prime getting it together. That boy working on a Saturday night. Carucci got Prime. That boy getting his late night workout. That boy didn't knock that. Coach Prime done knocked Carucci, bruh. Salute to Coach Prime getting it in on and off the field, bro. Salute to Prime, bro. Hey, that's how my coach rock, bro. My coach not Carucci. What's your coach doing? Marion has a background coaching wide receiver, offense, quality control, quarterbacks, and OC. Great point, Clint Moses. Yes, he does. Just go back and look at his track record going crazy. Is CU on a week break before spring ball? I honestly don't know. Maybe Cam Duncan can answer that. I'm not in Boulder, so I can't really. I don't know. I don't really know. MP5, bro, these young kids be taken for granted, a legend too much. Yeah. When you're the president of greatness, you got to step. Hey, ain't nobody like Coach Prime Deion Sanders, one of the coldest to ever do it. Great point. They don't appreciate Deion enough. Hey, when you get there and you see somebody who played Major League Baseball, he played in the MLB World Series and in the Super Bowl in the same week, stop playing. Took a helicopter from the World Series to the Super Bowl, whatever that was. Legendary, bro. For real. Run till that series. Yeah. Coach Prime been working overtime, bro. Got him one. Retire Carucci's jersey number. That boy, what? Man, that boy Prime working overtime. He probably running right now. Carucci's on. Yeah. For sure, fam. Hey, click the link. Hop on, bro. What you doing? Tap in. Notice how fast Coach Prime walks in this video. Let me see, Duncan. He moving. Them 8 toes is moving. Coach Prime only got 8 toes. But look, we doing a live reaction to Deion Sanders Jr. Well Off Media. Salute to Deion Sanders Jr., bro. Always dropping that heat. I can't wait for this week, bro. I think this week is about to be. I don't know if they do have a week off. Then I don't know. A week off sounds kind of crazy. Where'd you hear a week off from? I don't think they need a week off right now, to keep it real with you. To the hell. Okay, let me appreciate everybody being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up as well. Appreciate y'all rocking with me on a Sunday. You know, we go Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. live show. Just wanted to come in on a Sunday because I was chilling. All right.
They told me I wanted to get one of those for the crib in Texas. I think that was like $250,000. Ain't no way.
All right, that's crazy, cuz.
To build me one of those. Reach out to What Off Media. I want you to build me one of those. How you doing, guys?
How you doing?
God bless you.
Hey, he is moving though, boy. That boy running a 4-2 was walking. Coach Prime walking a 4-2 right now. Carucci got that man. Put the boost back in him, boy.
They call me coach right now. Say coach. There you go. There you go.
Holy fuck.
This is a piece of the property. I'm sorry. This is, to me, one of the most beautiful areas of the school. Usually the water is up, the lake level is up. You see beautiful fish swimming about. The water's kind of clear. And almost before every game, I come here and pray. This is where I tap in to the Lord to receive instruction, direction, correction.
Yeah, we all know Coach Prime, you know, been a devoted Christian for a long, long time. If you knew Must Be the Money Prime, you see how long he done came, bro. Coach Prime, Coach Prime done seen a lot. He was with the Dallas Cowboys I'm not going to say he was at the White House, but when Michael Irvin and them was at the White House, Coach Prime, them 94, 95, 96 Cowboys, 97, boy, yeah, Coach Prime done seen it all, bro. So salute to him in the path he's choosing, the walk he's choosing now, very inspirational. You know, when you done been through it all, you done seen it all, you done been at the mountaintop, his shoes is still popping right now. Them DTs he just dropped, fire. What? Them shoes, he's still popping. He's 60, 58 years old, and he's still one of the hottest in the game. So salute, bro. He a Florida OG. You know it, cuz. Real Relly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gas on deck series certified. That's a fact. All right, let me see. All right, Sean Rayford. Them getting video of Prime talking to the freshman quarterback and showing me that he must be a leader, and CU needs that more than they need Juju throwing. He's 6'3", 215. He has a nice size and height quarterback. Great point, Sean Rayford. The most important part for that is, like, I feel like Brennan Marion is literally building his team. Like, if you look at a lot of our freshmen and sophomores, this is me looking from the outside. Coach Prime was like, bro, get your team together, dog. Like, I ain't going to be here forever. Like, this is you. If you want it, I'm going to leave the program. What did he say? Coach Prime always said, I'm going to leave Colorado in better hands than when I'm going to leave them in good hands. I really feel like if you look at the recruits from the high schools to these younger guys, freshmen, sophomores, even juniors, these are a lot of Marion's guys, bro, that he brought to Coach Prime. Coach Prime stamped him, watched the film, stamped him. But, yeah, even the quarterback, the guy that they got out of high school, Marion, you know what I'm saying? That could be a Marion pick. That's a great point. Appreciate everybody being in here right now. Absolutely beautiful campus. The views never good. Nah, for sure. And when you got a lot of city guys like us, sometimes just getting and sitting in front of the waters with a real really need, you know what I'm saying? All black out all the noise, just go chill with nature for sure.
Protection, affection, and I love it. One of the most peaceful areas. Beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. If it's beautiful like this now, and you understand when it's really spring and the fall comes, it is unbelievable in this spot. I love it. I adore it. I'm going to show it to you when this lake is full and the ducks or the geese or whatever they call it are swimming around, and it's unbelievable. I don't know if a lot of kids come here to sit. Some adults do, but this area is so darn beautiful, and I love it. And it serves another purpose. You know what that is. This is usually full.
He basically said Carucci putting it on him at the house, bro. He said he had to come here and clear the head, boy. Yeah, my coach getting it in. What? He said he had to come here and clear his mind, boy. That boy getting the real Bible study. Hey, the real Sunday service, boy. What? Yeah. Coach Prime getting the real Sunday service. What you mean?
It's usually water that trickles all the way down here. It is beautiful. I mean, beautiful.
Look. MP5, you woofed it. You there on the stage. That's crazy.
What's the day? Sunday. It's a Saturday. What we expect?
Yeah. And it's right by the hill.
Yep, right by the hill. What we expect?
Best vacation.
All right. I ain't gonna play that right there. Let me play this. How y'all doing tonight, though, bro? What's the word? What's good? What's good in the chat? You know, we usually do Monday through Friday, but on this Sunday evening, you know what I'm saying? I see Bucky drop something. I really want to tap in with the JB and them show too, because they was dropping some crazy news as well. How far did I get that video to? Oh, we still got a little time. All right, let me get back over here. Let me see what he got. Coach Prime is picking up trash around campus, really.
Girl Scout cookies. Let me tell y'all something. Which ones are the best?
All right, I kind of want to finish this JB interview with Big Smitty. I want to see what they started talking about to finish this Colorado. I'm gonna jump back over to the JB show with Big Smitty. I wanted to finish seeing what they was talking about with Colorado.
There's no way that Colorado wins 6 or more games. If they do, I'm with Shaun. He needs to be coach of the year, because in the era that we're in right now, this is a one-hitter quitter type of thing. And listen, you're not even recruiting your own in-state talent. A little less high school visits, a little less matriculating and maturing and educating. Sure. You're not doing any of that. You're trying to get the best guys in Toronto real quick. Boom, boom, boom. You don't have the resource to Colorado. And a lot of people don't want to play in that cold. Let's be real.
Hey,
so you're bad.
That's true. That cold is crazy. How do you feel about the in-state recruiting? That's been a big topic amongst Colorado about like recruiting in-state. How you feel about that? Do you feel like it matters as much as people are saying? Let me know something in the chat. We're doing a live review to the JB show and Big Smitty. You know Big Smitty be going at it with JB.
A lot of issues if you're Deion. I'm not even putting it all on Deion. I'm putting on it that Deion jumped into a fucking situation that I don't think he realized was very winnable.
Hey, chat, please cut this so we can remember this. So when he wins more than 6 games, I want to make sure that Shaun and
Smitty say that every year.
Exactly what they said. So February 16th.
I'm so tired of Smitty saying this shit. Smitty said this shit every year about Lamar Jackson. He says this shit every fucking year about Deion Sanders. He's a prime sexual. Smitty is the head of the prime sexuality. That's wrong in Colorado. Smitty should run that whole, what's that dude's name that came at me, Smitty? I went on the show and you came on this show on Twitter. Who? What was that kid name?
Which one?
The kid that, remember, I went on the show and I
Davion, right?
All right, whatever, yeah. Devin
the Dude. Like Davion or something like that?
Devin the Dude, I think, or something. Anyway, you should get with him, Devin the Dude. You should get with him and fucking run the prime sexual or something.
Devin the Truth.
You know,
Calvin the Truth.
You know Deion's biggest mistake at Colorado?
Huh?
You know Deion's biggest mistake at Colorado?
All right, so if you guys don't know, this is Shaun King. He played for the Buccaneers. He played in the NFL before. This is Big Smitty, super Colorado fan for sure, Deion Sanders supporter. JB, you remember him from the Netflix series, Turned Up, has his own point of view. JB and Smitty go back and forth about Colorado. On this channel, bruh, I like to review everybody. If it's about Colorado, I'm going to tap in. So interesting to see on this video. They made some good points. Just here to digest it and see what they got going on. If you want to join this, if you want to join in, find the link. It's in the chat. Tap in. I'll bring you on stage. You can host the show. Let me know something. Say no more.
Colorado, and I remember texting one of the guys on the staff, and I don't know if he even attempted to or if he had an opportunity, but when they won 9 games and he knew Travis and Shador were leaving, he should have left too.
I said the same shit.
And got on the front end somewhere else.
Y'all would have criticized him then too, though.
No, I wouldn't have.
Well, maybe not you, Sean J. You would have called him soft. He ran. He stayed there for 2 years. I knew he was gonna leave early. Yeah. That was JB's earlier take.
What has been my biggest takeaway? Be real.
His health.
Number one. Number two, my consistency with it though. He is in a no-win situation.
I ain't gonna hold you. JB and Shaun King is blowing them cigars right now. Pause. I ain't gonna hold you. They getting lifty on them right now. I ain't gonna hold
situation.
Facts.
He's in a no-win situation because of A, his health plays a big part, but B, you're in a no-win. If he left with Travis and his son, he was going to be labeled this. Yep. I said this on this show before. I said if he stays and loses, he's going to be labeled this.
Yeah.
I've been saying he's in a no-win situation in Colorado. That's why I thought Colorado was the worst possible gig for him outside of the South somewhere, warm weather, his comfort zone, talent base, heavy.
Yes.
Florida, Texas is what I thought, and I always said. So
what they're basically saying right here is like Coach Prime's health has been an issue. The way the portal is every season, resetting through the portal is Coach Prime Deion Sanders really banks on his name and guys wanting to come here. But right now, what Colorado was facing in 2026 was after they spent that money in 2025 and after what they got back versus what they spent, and insert the new AD Lovo. He specializes in the athletic direction money, NIL money, how it's spent. So now you got to think about it. We already talked about TV ratings yesterday, right? Ratings for Colorado, the Arizona and Arizona State games had the lowest ratings of all time during the Coach Prime era. That's dipped. Season ticket holders dipped. Now, what fills the seats? Let's keep it real. Superstars, right? A storyline. We had Travis Hunter, two-way player, wins the Heisman. We had Shador. He was really leading the scene, wrist up. Who is that for us heading into 2026? So football-wise, there's 2 things going on with Colorado right now, right, if you ask me. The football on paper, Brennan Marion, the hire, or how are we getting better on paper? The next thing is bringing who's going to elevate the fan base. It can't be Coach Prime Deion Sanders, bro. Your head coach can't be the person that you're coming to see at the games. He's 58 years old, bro. He's walking with 8 toes trying to stay in shape for Carucci. He ain't got time for that. Who's going to step up? So is it Boo Carter? That's why he's trying to get Julian Lewis to get out of his element and be more of like vocal, be somebody that they believe in, be somebody they want to come watch, because who are we coming to watch this season? Boo Carter? I mean, he does bring the belt. I ain't going to hold you, but Colorado has another thing that's going on is like, we got to sell tickets. We got to get back to it. We got to get back to game day. We got to get back to, we got to get back to game day being in Colorado. We can't be on the Tubi Saturday slot where, we got to get back to ESPN, the primetime, Fox, NBC. We can't be on these local news channels. So money means something. How much revenue they're bringing in, ticket sales, all that. So who's going to save Colorado, bro? Those are all great points for sure.
I didn't think this was a win-win situation at all for him. And the fact that he's done what he's done with the money that he's brought into the school and all that shit, the school is in debt. In sports and athletic department is in debt, more money than they've ever been. And he's supposedly brought in more money. How make it make sense?
Sold out crowds, everything, but it costs. It costs to do that type of shit, though. You know what I mean? You got to spend money to make money.
Well, here's the point, Smitty, macro level. You're not winning no games, and you're getting in debt.
This year he didn't win games. The year before that he did. So I understand that.
Well, 2 out of 3 years he hasn't won games, Smitty. Stop.
Well,
2 out of 3 years. He's had
Zeke 3100. What's up?
He won 4 games, coming off a year in which they won 1. So yeah, it wasn't a great year.
He has a losing record.
And then he won 9.
He has a losing record.
So he was improving his first 2 years, had a down year. That's what he does next year. That's all I'm saying, homie.
Has he won a bowl game? Has he won a bowl game?
Smitty don't be going out, bro. Look at Smitty right now. When a nigga look like this, bro, he ain't trying to hear none of that. Look how Smitty is looking right now. That's the look of a nigga who ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about right now. Smitty has already said whatever JB is talking about, he wants him to give Colorado grace. Because again, Smitty's point is, I can't stand listening to ignorance for sure, Zulus. What Smitty is talking about right now is basically like, are we gonna go off of this last season, or are we gonna skip the fact that he went 9-4, sent 7 players to the NFL, or are we all only gonna go back to this last season? You feel me? Appreciate everybody being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up too, we doing a live reaction to Coach JB and Smitty. They be having me weak, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, I didn't say he would build.
Has he won a bowl game as a head football coach?
He took over the team, y'all. We're not gonna.
Has he won a bowl game as a head football coach?
Chat. I'm talking to the chat right now. He took over the team.
Go anywhere. Jackson State. Did he win a bowl game? Go.
Chat. They were 1-11. He came in. He won 4 games.
He keep going back to 1-11.
No. I'm not doing it. Next year he won 9 games, and then this last year he only won 3. So this is a horrible.
Won a bowl game.
So next year he has to have a good year.
Did he win a bowl game at Jackson State?
He won 10 games.
Did he win a bowl game?
He won 10 games and took them somewhere where they hadn't been in a long, long time, Jason.
Shaun, there's a lot of cats go where they haven't been. That don't mean it's good.
I'm not saying he's the greatest coach of all time. I'm saying that pump the brakes on. Like, we go so hard at him.
I will defend Deion Sanders.
JB Smitty don't be going out, bruh. JB was a head football coach, and he's won at some places. So this is why I like to tap into different channels, because you get to see, like, there's a different sentiment out there. Not everybody has the same grace for Colorado. Some people who are real football coaches and football heads, they're just looking at the X's and O's. They ain't got no feelings involved. They not super fanned out with Colorado, with Coach Prime. They're looking at recruiting, wins, what's the season looking like. They don't care. They're not, you get what I'm saying? Like, there is different groups out there that look at Colorado differently, and much respect to everybody. Like, not everybody is just like, it's just like, listen, what's the record? Is it winning or is it losing record? Which one is it? And they have a right to critique how they critique. It doesn't make it right, but some people ain't super like here to defend nothing. They're just here to call it like it is. Hey, 16-21 after 3 seasons. Let's see how, and they're projected to finish bottom in next season. So that's why I look at different channels, because I ain't super fanned out neither. I just like to see what the different perspective is. I like to keep it I like to keep it real on my channel. I don't like to be overly nothing. I like to also tap in and see how people are thinking about the program. And if I look crazy out here just saying everything's all good, we're fine, you tripping, when everybody's looking like, what are y'all talking about, bro? Y'all just got belt 3-9, 1-8, and you got to prove it next season. That's a valid statement. To say we got belt and that this season is a proven season is understandable, because we put ourselves in that situation. Now, if we come out and we have a great season, we win 8 games, 9 games, above 500, we make a bowl game, we make it to the playoffs, now we can pop our stuff again. Now, us as Colorado fans, now we back on the top. Now we talking crazy to everybody because we went out there and put belt. There ain't nothing you can say no more. Right now, everybody gets to dance on us because we got what we put out. What you put on the field makes the headline. So right now, we're dealing with what we earned. We put that out. We dropped the ball last season. So now, come this season, we have a successful season. Now we can pop it again. Right now, there wasn't nothing to pop last season. Nothing. Nada. There wasn't nothing to pop. We got belt, bro. Real talk.
At every step of the way, but in this particular situation, any coach after 3 years of the university, the 16-21, is going to be open for criticism.
I'm in the bag.
And context matters, though.
Period.
Hold on.
I agree with you.
I agree with you. At every step of the way, but
in a long, long time, Jason.
Shaun, there's a lot of cats go where they haven't been. And that don't mean it's good.
I'm not saying he's the greatest coach of all time. I'm saying that pump the brakes on. Like, we go so hard at him.
I will defend Deion Sanders at every step of the way, but in this particular situation, any coach after 3 years of the university, the 16-21, is going to be open for criticism.
The context matters, though.
Period.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you. He a grown man. He can take it. I'm just saying context matters.
Yeah, I think, I'm not being overly nothing. 16-21, when we come in and we tell everybody in the 2022 class, I'm bringing my own Louis luggage, I'm about to be here. Yeah, we have to produce, bro. And that's what we expect. So just what Deion Sanders Jr. came out and said, their expectations is higher than our expectations. So they ain't looking for no grace. They looking to come out here and prove it. They're not looking for our approval. Listen, bro, the people who are actually in Boulder, in the coaching staff, on the players on the field, they seen what happened last season more than we seen. That's on their name. You feel me? So they definitely ain't coming out here looking for no pity party. They know the only way this changes, they come out and put belt in 2026. They ain't looking for no sympathy. They ain't looking for no Coach Prime was sick. It don't matter no more, bro. It don't matter. This is college football. We just seen Indiana win the national championship, a team that was garbage the last 2 years. We just seen what Kirk Cignetti did. So, hey, it ain't no. Kirk Cignetti ain't looking for no sympathy. He ain't looking for no feel bad for me. He went out there and did what he did with Indiana, bro. Go look with Indiana. They were trash. So that's the same thing we trying to do at Colorado. Appreciate everybody being in here. If you can hit the like button. We're doing a live reaction to the Coach JB and Smitty. Appreciate y'all being in here. Tap in.
All right, cool.
But Sean's point is, Smitty, you can't walk in and say, I'm bringing my own Louis, blue, blue, blah, blah, do whoop, and then do this. That's the only thing I'm saying.
But Deion gonna be Deion regardless, y'all.
I'm cool with that
man,
too.
I respect that. I'm not gonna come in here.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, I'm just so honored and thankful to be here, guys.
Smitty, I'm cool with that.
Be yourself, motherfucker. And if you lose,
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But you got to win, though.
You know that?
Right, Smitty. Here's where the metrosexual standpoint loses all credibility.
And it's 9:06. I gotta go.
Listen, you can't then turn around and see comfort on the back end and ask for grace.
Now you're right. He's not asking for grace.
You are.
No, I'm not. I'm just defending him and saying y'all going hard. Y'all acting like the motherfucker that's been 1-11 every year. Like,
you call Christian Fourier racist, homie. You want to apologize publicly to Christian? You want to go? You want to apologize for you personally?
We joking this show. I call your granddaddy a racist, homie.
I'm just saying. You want?
All right. Anyways, some valid points there. Salute to Big Smitty. Salute to JB. Salute to the show they got going on. Go like, comment, and subscribe. If that's your cup of tea, tap in. If it's not, don't tap in. It's that simple. Yeah, Indiana had dads playing college football. What's up, Last Dragon? Yeah, you seen their approach? He said, all right. Kurt Cignetti said, okay, y'all trying to, he said, I see what y'all trying to do, so I'm going to take advantage of the portal. I'm going to get 24, 25, 26-year-olds, guys who this should be their second, third year in the NFL, and I'm going to come out here and I'm going to smash y'all, especially on the O-line and D-line, and I'm gonna grab guys with FCS, with production, who are hungry, looking for an opportunity, and that's what Kurt Cignetti did. What up, LB? Here we go. What up, Last Dragon? But great point, though. So what I want us to do is take that Kirk Cignetti approach, for sure. If you compare CU before and during Prime era, CU still fills stadium 80 to 90% during the 3-9 season, okay? Most schools, the winning percentage can't fill 30, 40% of the stadium, just saying Prime effect drill. Oh, absolutely. That's the main thing. So that's a great point that you said, D3. That's what all this is about. We could talk X's and O's and football and all this stuff, bro. It's about money in Boulder, bro. What you think this is? Like, this all boils down to the bottom line, which is ticket sales, jersey sales, TV revenue. That's what they brought Prime in to do. So everything this following season is about getting him back slotted into them primetime slots on Fox, NBC, ESPN. But we need a superstar to elevate. Like, who's our top selling jersey going to be? Boo Carter? Next season, Julian Lewis. We need some Travis Hunter jersey sales. We need some Shador Sanders jersey sales. All this is money, bro. Especially when you bring somebody in like Coach Prime Deion Sanders. He talks money. Coach Prime talks money. Why you think he got the contract that he got? Why you think he signed for a multi-million-dollar contract? Because he knows what the city of Boulder is making. The hotels, the restaurants, the school. They whole economy went up. When everybody comes in that are Coach Prime fans that check into those hotels, eat at your restaurants, spend money at the concession stands, all this is about bread, for sure. We know what the real deal is, bro. We know what it is. You feel me? You gotta produce. Probably Juju or Boo, for sure. I can see. Yep, I can see Boo Carter. But you dig what I'm saying? Like, last year's Big 12 Media Day looked crazy to me. Like, I didn't really look and was like sold. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I seen like Caden Salter and Juju there. I seen Mata there and like Jordan Seaton and DJ McKinney, but it was just like, all right. It was like a mystery. We need a Big 12 Media Day. It needs to be it needs to be some superstars, bro. We gotta, otherwise I think this is how it's gonna go. Colorado's fan base is gonna come out early and be super supportive, but they put that schedule together, that 3 or 4 in the row. We got to come out and go at least 4-1 for sure. All right, I appreciate everybody being in here tonight. That's a cool place to leave it at on this Sunday. We did a live reaction to the JB show. We did a live reaction to Well Off Media. You know that you never know what you're gonna get hopping on Say No More. Appreciate everybody being here. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30. Go check out some of my videos I have out right now. I chop all these lives, I put them out. If you missed it, you can go back and check it out. Appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. If you want to, you can join the membership if you want to support the channel. If not, it's all good, bro. I'll see y'all in a minute, bro. I'm tapping out. Say no more. Be safe. See y'all tomorrow, bro. I'm gone. Later, I'll be. I can't wait for you to come out here so I can roast you, Last Dragon. Tomorrow, hit the link, bro. Anybody who called me, I'll be sure in the chat. Join the stream tomorrow because I'm bringing the flamethrower for sure. I'm going to see y'all in a minute, bro. Enjoy y'all evening. I'm gone.